Good day to you. This is teacher Leland, Alejandro, and we're going to do now the transformation using reflection. Okay, now we're going to do reflection and using the problem sets, and we're going to learn through the examples. So let's see the problem set first. Okay, here's the first number. Graph the image of the figure using the transformation given. Reflection across x equals -1. Okay, before that, let us have a few explanation about reflection. All right, so we shall begin with some concepts about it. Let's consider a line of reflection, and then let's start with the given prey image there. Now, in reflection, you're going to have the figure across it, okay? It's like a mirror. So sometimes this is called mirror line. So you can expect a figure somewhere on the other side of the line. All right, so this will look like something like this. There. Like that, okay? All right. So this one example of the pre-image, that's the blue drawing, and then the red is the image. All right, let's have another example. Okay, from the line of reflection, consider a drawing which is on the line of reflection like this, like that. Okay. How about the output of this? The output, of course, will be something like this there, and then that will be like that. Okay. All right. So it looks like the object rotated about the line of reflection. All right. So let's have the problem set examples. Let's start with the first number. Okay, so let's consider the line of reflection first. Our line of reflection is x equals -1, so it must be the line over here. X equals -1. Now, when your line of reflection is vertical, the x values will be the ones changing. The y will remain constant. So the rule here will be like this. The rule will be like this. All right, let's put it there first. X, Y, only the X values will change when you have your line of reflection, a vertical line, okay? A vertical line. And that's the blue line on screen. So the formula for this, since the X values will change in computation, that's the -x plus 2 times x of 0 computation, and the y after the comma remains constant there. Now x equals -1, the number here, that is supposed to be your x of 0 in the formula, okay, in the formula over there, okay. So this is x of 0 and this is -1 there. So remember this value that you're going to use in your formula there. Okay, so let's have the points. So we have the points for the original prey image. Okay, so this is alphabetized C, D, E, F. So C, D, E, and F there. Okay, our point C happens to be at -3, -5. Our point D is at -2, -2. Okay. Our point E, that's at the fourth quadrant, that's 2, -4. Our point F, that's 2, -5. There, 2, -5. Okay. Now we're going to use the letter notation with a prime. Okay. So this will be C prime there for the new point for the image, and this is D prime. This is E prime, and that's F prime there. Okay, so we are going to compute now. All right. So we have the open parentheses for the coordinates there. All right. Okay. Now in the formula, the y will not change here. The y will not change. Therefore, we can just rewrite it after the comma. So these are as follows: -5, -2, -4, and -5 there. All right, so we're now ready to compute for the x values. So we have -x plus 2 times x of 0. So negative of the x, okay? Our x in point C is a -3. So after the minus in the formula, we write the -3. Negative of the -3. There. And then plus 2 times x of 0. Our x of 0 is here. So that's 2 times -1. And this results to -3 is a +3 minus 2 is 1. Yeah. Next, we have the same formula, -x plus 2 times x of 0. Negative of, in point D, our x is -2. So after the negative, we write the -2. Plus 2 times -1. This is -2 is a +2 minus 2, it's 0. Yeah. Next, point E prime, we use the same formula, -x plus 2 times x of 0. This is negative of, this time it's a +2. So after the minus from the formula, we write the +2 there. And then plus 2 times -1. This gives us -2, -2, it's -4. There. And then the f prime now, the same formula, -x plus 2 times x of 0. We have a negative of our x. All right, we have the same number 2, okay? So that means this will proceed just like point E. There, -2 and -2 equals -4. And we have our points here. And we're done. Let us draw our image. So 1, -5. So where is 1, -5? 1, -5 is down here. Okay. And then for the, that's for the C prime. For the D prime, we have 0, -2. So 0, -2 is over here. And then -4 for E prime. So where is that? -4 is over here. All right, and then -4, -5. -4, -5 is down here. All right, and then we'll just connect this. All right, let's start here, and then here, and then over here, and the fourth and final point. Let me adjust the last side. There. Okay, it looks like, let me do a little adjustment there. There, okay. All right, so that will be our image, all right? The new image, or simply image, okay? The old black drawing is the pre-image, all right? We can verify this by the computer. There, okay? All right, there. All right. So our drawing is correct. We shall proceed to the second example. All right, let's have the second example, number 2. Okay, here's number 2. Graph the image of the figure, reflection across x equals -1. So just like in the previous number, we have another vertical line of reflection. Let us draw that first. The location of that must be the same. All right, it's supposed to be this. Okay, that's x equals -1. Now, let's have our formula. All right, our formula. If again your line of reflection is vertical, then the x numbers will change. So the rule is xy. So this is -x plus 2 times x of 0, and comma, after the comma is y. Yeah. Okay, x equals -1. X equals -1 here. This is our x of 0. There. That's our x of 0, which we'll be using in the computation. All right, so let's gather our points. So this is D, E, F, G. D, E, F, G. We will read the coordinates of this. Our point D is, what is that? -1, -3. -1, -3. Okay. Our point E is -1, -1. Okay. -1, -1. We should know how to read this, of course. -1, -1 at the third quadrant. Our point F is 2, -2. Our point G is located at 3, -5. There. All right, so we're going to use the letter notation D prime, E prime, F prime, and G prime. There. Okay. Now, in our rule, the y values will not change, so we can right away rewrite them after the commas. Okay, and these values are as follows. We will get that from the original D, E, F, G. Okay, the y values there are as follows: -3, -1, -2, -5. Yeah. All right, let us now compute the x values. The same formula: -x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of x. Our x is -1. So after the minus, we write the -1 plus 2 times x of 0. Our x of 0 is the -1 over here. Okay, so this is 1 minus 2. It's -1 there. All right. Okay, for point E, notice the x value is another -1. So if we compute this, we will end up with another -1. There. All right, let's proceed to point F. All right, the same formula: -x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of x. The x from point F is 2. So after the negative, it's a 2. Okay, plus 2 times -1. You have a -2 minus 2. It's -4. Yeah, it's -4. So this is -4. Yeah. All right. Now we will now be proceeding to G prime. The same formula: -x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of x. The x is now 3. So after the negative, we put the 3 plus 2 times -1. We have -3 minus 2. It's a -5. There. Okay, let's plot the points. We're done. All right. D prime is -1, -3. So notice D and D prime are the same. Okay. So that means we will still be using the same point here. And then notice also our E and E prime are also the same, -1, -1. So that means we will still be using this point here. Yeah. F prime is -4, -2. So -4, -2, that must be over here. And then finally, the G prime is -5, -5. That's the corner point over here. There. Okay, so we're now ready to connect these points and complete our image. So it must be this, and then this, and then downwards, and then connect. There. All right, so we're done. This is our number 2 example. All right, and we can verify that, okay, by the computer. All right, there. Okay, close enough. All right, okay, all right. Let's have number 3. Let's proceed to number 3. Okay, here's number 3. Graph the image of the figure using the transformation given. Reflection across y-axis. Let's draw where the y-axis first. Y-axis is of course, the one over here. This is our y-axis. There. Okay, it's another vertical line, and the number associated with the y-axis is x equals 0. So this time we will use x of 0 equals 0. Okay, because this line is x equals 0. That's the y-axis. All right, so again, the numbers that are changing are the x. The y values are constant. So the same rule, okay, the same rule, x, y, and we'll have negative x plus 2 times x of 0, comma, y. There. All right, let's gather our points. All right, we have here w, x, y, z. W, x, y, and z. Let's read the coordinates. W is at, where's this? 1, 0. X is at 2, 3. Or y is at 4, 2. Our z is at 4, -1. There. Okay. So it's 2, 3 for x, 1, 0 for w, 4, 2 for y, and 4, -1 for z. All right. The reflected object, okay, we will use the points w prime, x prime, y prime, and z prime, okay? Open parentheses. And again, the y values will not change. So after the comma, we will write the y values right away. And that will be the same y values from the original points. So after the comma, we have 0, 3, 2, and -1. Okay. Compute now the x values. So we have negative x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of x. The x from point W is 1 plus 2 times x of 0. Happens to be a 0 here. Okay, so this will be always 0 all throughout in our problem number 3. And this is -1 plus 0. And that's -1. Okay, and so this will continue like negative x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of the x. For the point x, the x value there is 2. Plus 2 times 0, this is -2 plus 0, it's a -2. Yeah. Next, negative x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of the x value. From point y, the x there is 4. So we have a negative of the 4. Plus 2 times 0, we have a -4 plus 0. Okay, let me write that clearly. That's plus 0. It's a negative 4. There. Now for point Z, the x, notice it's just another 4. So that means if we compute, that will be another negative 4. And we're done. Okay, let's plot the points. Okay, we have negative 1, 0. Negative 1, 0 is somewhere here. Okay, that's for W prime. Our X prime is negative 2, 3. Negative 2, 3 is over here. And then negative 4, 2 for Y prime. Negative 4, 2. It must be this. And then for the Z prime, we have negative 4, negative 1. It must be this. All right, there. Okay. All right, so it looks correct. All we need to do is connect the red points. Okay, let's connect, and then up there, and then going there, and there. All right, so that completes our image. All right, the red quadrilateral, and that's it. All right, we're done. We can verify that. All right, close enough. All right. Okay, so our answer is correct. All right, let's continue with number 4 example. Number 4. Okay, here's number 4. Graph the image of the figure using the transformation reflection across y equals 1. Okay, y equals 1, that is horizontal, okay? We're not using vertical this time, it's horizontal. Let's draw y equals 1 first. Y equals 1 must be the line over here. There, this is y equals 1. There, okay, a little adjustment there. Okay, so y equals 1 is the horizontal line passing through 0, 1. Okay, so this is y equals positive 1. Now, this time we'll be having y's of 0. Okay, y's of 0. So our y's of 0 must be this number there. And it's that number there, y's of 0. That means in this number, for example, it's the y values that are changing, the y values. Okay, so our rule here will now be like this. X, y, and x remains the same. And the value now of the formula now is like this. Negative y plus 2 times y of 0. There. And let's have our points now. We have here alphabetized K, L, M, N. We have K, L, M, N. There. Okay, our points are, what's our point K? It's at the second quadrant. That looks like negative 4, 1. Negative 4, 1, yes. So that's a negative 4, 1. Our L is negative 4, 3. Point M is negative 1, 4. Point N, that's negative 1, negative 1. There. Now we're going to have the points for the image. This becomes K prime. This becomes L prime. This is M prime, and this is N prime. There. Okay, N prime. All right. So X will not change this time. Okay, X values. And we're going to just rewrite it. Negative 4, negative 4, negative 1, and negative 1. That came from the original points. Now, after the comma, we will have to compute. So the formula is for y, negative y plus 2 times y is of 0. Negative of the y value. So the y value from point K, it's a 1. So this must be a 1. Plus 2 times y of 0. Y of 0 is over here. It's 1. So 2 times 1 We have -1 plus 2. We have here a value 1. There. Next, compute for the y for L prime. Okay, so that will come from L. So this is -y, the same formula, 2 times y of 0. It's a negative of 3. Okay, negative of 3 plus 2 times 1. Remember, the 1 will not change for the entire formula. It's over here. Okay, so that's 2 times 1, and then you have -3 plus 2, it's -1 there. So this will have a -1 value. Okay, next, m prime. All right, the same formula, -y plus 2 times y of 0, negative of, all right, we're now doing the y. This time our y is 4. Okay, our y is 4. So this means negative of 4. Okay, plus 2 times 1, we have -4 plus 2, -2. Okay, that will be it for there. Next, the same formula, -y plus 2 times y of 0, negative of the y. Okay, our y this time is a -1. So after this minus, we have a -1 plus 2 times the +1. And we have negative is a +1 plus 2. We have here a 3. Okay, so we have here a 3. All right. Okay, so we're done with the points for the image. Let's see if let's see the drawing. All right. Okay. So K prime is -4, 1. So -4, 1 is over here. Okay. Next is L prime. It's -4, -1. So -4, -1 must be over here. There. And then -1, -2, -1, and -2 must be somewhere here. There. -1, -2. Okay. All right, that's the third quadrant, -1, -2. How about -1, 3? -1, 3 is right here. There. Oh, very big. Let's make that smaller. Let's make that smaller. All right. -1, 3. Okay, that should be good enough. All right, there. Okay, let's connect. There. And then here and there. And over here. All right, that's our reflected object. All right. Okay. All right. So let's verify using the computer's answer. There. Okay. Close enough. All right. There. Okay. So let's proceed to number 5 example. Number 5. Okay. Let's have number 5. Here's number 5. Graph the image of the figure using the transformation given. Reflection across y equals 1. Let's draw the line of reflection first. Okay, y equals 1 is over here. There. That's y equals 1. Okay, that means we're going to use now y sub 0. Okay, all right, let's have y of 0. Y of 0 is, of course, this value over here, this one. Okay, our y sub 0 is equal to 1. Okay, that means our y values are changing. Our y values are the ones changing. Let's have the rule. X, y, and then our x remains constant. Okay, our y values will be negative y plus 2 times y of 0. Yeah, that's the formula. Let's gather our points. So this will be about STUV. Okay, STUV. All right, STUV. T, U, and V. These are our points in alphabetical order. S is located at 2, 1. Our T is located at 5, 4. Our U is at 3, 3, 5. Okay, 3, 5. Our V is located at 1, 1. Okay, 1, 1. There. Okay. All right. Let's have the reflected object. This is now S prime. This is T prime, and this is U prime. This is V prime. There. All right. Our X values will not change. That means we can just rewrite the X values: 2, 5, 3, 1. And then we will compute the Y values. All right. We will write that after the commas. There. Okay. Formula. Okay, we have negative y plus 2 times y of 0. That's a negative of the y value. All right, let's start with the y value of s. So that's a 1, okay? Going back to point s, the y there is 1, okay? Because that's 2, 1, so this must be negative of 1 plus 2 times y of 0. Our y of 0 is over here. It's a 1, and it will not change for the same problem number 5. For the entire problem number 5, that's a 1. Okay, so this is negative 1 plus 2. We have a 1 value there. Okay, we're done with S prime. We continue with T prime. Same formula, negative y plus 2 times y of 0. Negative is from the formula. Y comes from the given. All right, our y from point T, it's a 4. So after this negative, we write the 4 plus the same 2 times 1. This is negative 4 plus 2. It's a negative 2 there. Okay, so this is negative 2 there. Okay, we continue now with the next. Negative y plus 2 times y of 0. Negative of the y value for letter U, it's a 5. Plus the same 2 times 1. Negative 5 plus 2. Negative 3. And then the last one. Negative y plus 2 times y of 0. Negative of the y value. For point V, the y there is 1. So this must be a 1 after the negative sign. Plus the same 2 times 1 equals negative 1 plus 2, giving us a 1 value. The value is 1 there. All right, so we have the points for our image. Let's plot the points. Where is 2, 1? Notice S and S prime are the same. And V and V prime are the same. So notice that. 2, 1, and then 2, 1. The V prime is the same as V, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, so that means we'll be using these 2 points here. There. And then our U prime is 3, negative 3. So it must be over here. And our T prime is 5, negative 2. It must be the one over here. There. Okay, so all we need to do is connect these 4 points there. And then finally over there. Okay, so we're done. All right, that gives us the answer for number 5. Okay. All right, so let's proceed to number 6. All right, number 6 now. Okay, here's number 6. Graph the image of the figure using the transformation given. Reflection across x equals negative 2. Where's x equals negative 2? That looks like another vertical line again. Okay, vertical line again. Let's draw the line of reflection first. The line of reflection first. Okay. Okay, so x equals negative 2. That must be this line. There. the vertical line that passes through negative 2, 0. Okay, negative 2, 0. And our x of 0 this time is this number. This is our x of 0. It's negative 2. Okay, all right. Okay, that means the x values are the ones changing. The y values are constant. The y values are constant. So let's have the rule x, y. Okay, x values are the ones changing. So negative x plus 2 times x of 0. Remember this formula, and then y is kept constant. There. Okay, let's gather our points. All right. So this is again alphabetized. S, T, U, V, S, T, U, and V. These are the pre-image. All right. Point S is, let's read first. That's negative 3, 2. Our point T is negative 2, 5. Our point U is 0, 4. 0, 4. Our point V is exactly at the point of origin. So this is at 0, 0. There. All right, let's project to the points for the image. So this is S prime, T prime, and U prime, and V prime. All right. Okay. We can write the Y values immediately, okay? Because this is just Y here, okay? So there, that's the formula. So our Y must be 2, 5, and this is after the commas, 4, and of course 0. Yeah. So the ones we're going to compute are the x values. So using this formula here, there, okay? So negative x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of the x. For point S, that's a negative 3. This negative comes from the formula. So after this first negative, we write the negative 3 there. Plus 2 times x of 0. X of 0 is the one over here. So that's times negative 2. Okay, negative 3 is a positive 3. And then this is minus 4. We have a negative 1. So the answer here is negative 1. Next computation, the same formula, negative x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of the x. The x for point T is negative 2. Plus the same 2 times negative 2. This is positive 2 and a minus 4, which gives negative 2 there. Next, same formula, negative x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of 0, okay? Negative of 0 plus the same 2 times negative 2. That looks like 0 minus 4. It's a negative 4. And then for point V, the x values, the x value there are both zeros. So our x there is 0, and that's the same as in letter U. The x there is 0. So when we compute this, we will end up with the same negative 4. So this is negative 4 there. And we're done computing for the image points. All right, let's start plotting the points. S prime, where's S prime? Negative 1, 2. That's negative 1, 2. It must be this. Okay. T prime is negative 2, 5. Negative 2, 5. T and T prime are the same. So that means we will be using the same point T there. All right, there. Okay. And then for U prime, it's negative 4, positive 4. So negative 4, positive 4 must be this. And then finally, we have negative 4, 0 for the V prime. So negative 4, 0 is this. All right. Okay, so we'll just connect these red points there, and then this, and then this, and then this. All right, we're done. That's the answer for number 6. The red quadrilateral is the answer. All right. Okay, and you can always verify that. You can verify that by the computer. There. All right. All right. The answer of the computer matches ours. All right. That means we're correct. So that goes to our number 6. We'll now be doing number 7. Let's go to number 7. Here's number 7. Graph the image of the figure using the transformation given. Right. Reflection across y equals x. Okay. Now, y equals x is not vertical, not horizontal. Okay. Y equals x is a line that divides the first quadrant and the third quadrant, passing through the point of origin. All right. I'll show you this line. Okay. All right. This line is the one from here going there. Okay. All right. That's the line dividing the first quadrant and the third quadrant and passing through the point of origin. Okay, so now let's have the rule for this one. Okay, if you have something like this and this is the line of reflection, the formula goes like this. X, Y, the reflected figure is YX. There, okay, like this. So let's gather the points. So we have D, E, F, G, okay, alphabetized. D, E, F, G, there. Okay, our point D is 2, -1. That's our point D, 2, -1 of the fourth quadrant. Our E is at the first quadrant located at 4, 4. Our point F, that's -1, 4. There. Our point G, that's at the fourth quadrant, it's 1, -1. All right, there. Okay, all right. So we're going to have now the image points. So this will be at D prime. This is at E prime. This is at F prime. And this will be at G prime. There. Okay. All right. Now, all we need to do is just invert them. Okay. Y becomes X. Okay. X becomes Y. All right. So this will be -1, 4, 4, and -1. Okay. All right. Yes. And now the values here will now be 2, 4, -1, and the 1. Yeah. All right. And we're done. Okay. That's it. You just have to interchange the X and Y for the points for the image. Okay. Okay, so let us plot the points and draw our figure. All right, for the D prime, it's -1, 2. -1, 2 is over here. Okay, that's -1, 2. For our E prime, it's the same 4, 4. Now, take note, E and E prime points are the same. So we will still use the point E there. And then 4, -1. So 4, -1 will be over here. 4 and then -1. All right. Next. -1, -1. So -1, -1, +1. Okay, -1, +1 is the one over here. All right, so this will be it. Let us connect the, yeah, I'm trying to, the line of reflection is diagonal. So you have to see it this way, all right? Okay, so let us draw it. Okay, so this is it, and then going there, and then going there, and of course that one. All right, so that looks like, yeah, all right, that looks correct. Okay, all right, let's check and verify. There, looks correct, okay, looks correct. All right, okay, all right. So our drawing is correct. All right, that's for number 7 example. Let's continue with number 8. Let me clear this. Let's continue with number 8. Yeah, okay. Graph the image of the figure using a transformation given. Reflection across x equals 1. All right, so let's start with the line of reflection first, using a blue line. Okay, so x equals 1, that must be a vertical line, okay? And it must pass through 1, 0. There. Okay, that's x equals 1. All right. This is our line of reflection. Now let's have the rule and reference x of 0. Our x of 0 must be this, okay, which happens to be positive 1. There. That's x of 0. All right. So um, that means our x values are the ones changing. And that will be the rule here. So we have x, y. All right, our formula is negative x plus 2 times x of 0, comma, y values. Y is kept constant. Let's gather our points. So we have here G, H, I, J, okay, alphabetically G, H, I, J. So G, H, I, and J. Okay, let's have the points. This is 1. Our point G is located at, where is this? 1, negative 4. Okay, positive. Make that 3. Okay, 3. That's the origin is right there. So 3, 3, and negative 4. Yes, 3 and negative 4. All right. There's a little confusion there because of the blue line. Okay, so that's 3 and negative 4. All right. How about our point H? That's 5, negative 3. 5, negative 3. Then our point I looks like 3, 2. Okay, 3, 2. And then our point J, that's located at positive 2, positive 1. There. Okay. All right. So that's there's a little review there. 3 and negative 4 for G. All right. For H is positive 5 and negative 3. All right, looks correct. And then J and I are located at the first quadrants. I is 3, 2, J is 2, 1. All right, let us have the projected points or reflected points G prime, H prime, I prime, and the J prime there. Okay, all right. Now the Y values are kept constant. So after the commas, we can rewrite the Y values, which are the same as the original points. So these are negative 4, negative 3, positive 2, and positive 1 there. Then let's close it there. Okay, let's compute the Y values. All right, the Y values will be computed using the formula negative x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of the x. All right, the x value for point G is 3 plus 2 times x of 0. Our x of 0 is here. It's a 1, so 2 times 1. We have negative 3 plus 2, it's -1. All right. -1 for G prime, value for X. Let's now have the H prime. This is -x plus 2 times x of 0. This is negative of, the x in point H is 5. So this must be a 5. Plus the same, 2 times 1. We have -5 plus 2. It's a -3. Okay? Yeah. Okay, and then we proceed to I prime, the same formula, -x plus 2 times x of 0, negative of x. Our x is 3, okay? It's a 3. All right, so this is -3 plus 2 times 1, negative of 3 plus 2. It's another -1 again. Oh, yes, it's the same as point G, okay? The same as point G. All right. Let's have the J prime. So -x plus 2 times x of 0. We have negative of, what is our x this time? Our x is a positive 2. So this will be negative of the 2 plus 2 times 1. We have -2 plus 2. Looks like a 0. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a 0 there. Okay, so this will be our computed image points. All right, let's plot the points and see if it's accurate. -1, -4. That's the third quadrant. -1 and -4 is over here. Okay. Next is -3, -3. That looks like over here. There. All right. Next, -1, 2. -1 and 2 is up here. And 0, +1 is right here. There. Okay, so all we need to do is connect these 4 red points. All right, let me start here. Let me start over here. All right, there. And then going there, and then going there. And finally, we have there. All right. Okay, so that looks accurate. All right. Remember, the blue line is our line of reflection, okay? The blue line is our line of reflection. All right, so let me just do a little corner adjustment there. Okay, there. And then let's check it by the computer. All right, and looks correct, okay? All right, there. Okay, I can make it blink. There. All right. Okay, so that means we're correct. All right. So that goes for our number 8. All right, let's continue with example number 9. All right, here's example number 9. Okay, example number 9. Okay, graph the image of the figure using the transformation given. Reflection across y equals -x. Okay, let's draw our line of reflection first using a blue line. All right. Okay, y equals -x. This time, this diagonal line is the one that divides the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So it's this line here. There. Okay. So we're going to reflect that black quadrilateral across y equals -x. Okay. All right. So the formula this time is different. Okay. It will be like this. From the xy, okay, you're going to reverse it, yx. At the same time, you will change the signs there, like that. That's the formula. If the line of reflection is this one. Okay, all right. So let's have the coordinates of the black quadrilateral. So this will be alphabetized B, C, D, E. Okay, all right. A, B, C, D, E. So B, C, D, E. All right. So let's start with B, and then C, and then D, and then E. All right. Let's gather the coordinates for these points. Our B is 4, -2. Okay. All right. 4, -2. Okay. Now let's get the B prime right away. Let's get the B prime right away. All right. Now remember, you're going to interchange and then reverse the signs. All right. Reverse the signs. Okay. So if you interchange the X and Y, all right, that means this will become -2, and this will become 4. It's like that. Okay. When you reverse the signs, this -2 becomes positive. Okay. There. And this 4 will become negative. There. Okay. Notice that you interchange and then reverse the signs. Okay. All right. Okay. We shall continue with point C. Our point C is located at 1, 0. Okay. 1, 0 along the x-axis. So this is 1, 0. Okay. So that our C prime, you interchange them. This becomes 0. This becomes 1. Now reversing the signs, 0 remains 0, but the 1 will become negative. There. And then we proceed to point D. Okay. Point D is located at -1, -2. -1, -2. This coming from the diagram. Okay. Now, how about the D prime? The D prime, we interchange first. All right. This becomes -2. This becomes -1. Okay. Reversing the signs will make them both positive. Okay. So we're going to make them both positive like that. Okay. All right. I hope you're getting it. Let's now continue with point E. Okay. Point E is located at 0, -4. So 0, -4. All right. We're after E prime. Remember, our rule is to interchange first, then reverse it, reverse the signs. So this becomes -4 first, and this is now the 0. Now we reverse the signs. Okay, so we will just reverse it. This becomes +4. The 0, there's no plus or minus for 0. It's a neutral number, so it's a 0. So these are our computed values. All right. So I hope you were able to get how to do that. Let's plot the points. Okay, let's start with B prime. B prime is located at 2, -4. Okay, 2, -4 must be over here. 2, -4. There. Okay. Next, our C prime is located at 0, -1. So 0, -1 is over here. There. Okay, watch the red dots. Okay, I'm placing it in the diagram. Our D prime now. Our D prime is 2, 1. That should be at the first quadrant. 2, 1. So it must be this. Okay, 2, 1. And then lastly, our E prime is 4, 0. So it must be over here. There. Okay, we have the 4 dots in our diagram. Let's just connect them here, and then here, and then here, and then over there. Okay, let us do adjustments there. Let's do a little adjustments. Okay. All right, there. That should be our figure. Let's do a little adjustment here. There. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty accurate. This time it's diagonal over there. All right. Okay, so that should be our figure. All right, let's verify by the computer. All right. Okay, looks correct. Okay, our answer is correct. Okay, there. All right. Okay, any question with number 9? If you don't, then we can proceed with the next. Let's clear number 9. Let's proceed with the next. Let's find another example with this particular line of reflection. Okay, maybe we can skip 10, 11 or so. All right, let's continue. Okay, since we are familiar with vertical and horizontal axis or line of reflection, okay, I would say line of reflection, we can try finding another example with this reflection across y equals negative x. All right, so let's continue with, okay, here's number 10. And here's another example of that particular line of reflection. All right, so the line of reflection must be, okay, this particular line here, okay, this one, and it's the line passing through the origin. So again, this particular line y equals negative x is a diagonal line dividing the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant into equal parts, and this line passes through the origin 0, 0. All right, so let's have the rule for this particular line of reflection and see this example. All right, let's start with the rule. The rule is x, y, and then this becomes yx, and then reverse the signs there. Okay, and so let's have the points. We will start with E, F, G, H. Okay, E, F, G, H. There. Then let's read the coordinates. Okay, our point E, first point E, that's 2, negative 3. 2, negative 3. Okay. All right. Now let's convert that right away. Okay. Interchanging the xy, this will become negative 3, and this will become 2. Now remember, you're going to reverse the signs. If it's negative, make it positive. If it's positive, make it negative. All right. So the negative 3 here now will become positive. And the positive 2 there will become negative. There. Okay. This will be our E prime. This will be our E prime. There. Okay, let's continue with point F. Our point F coordinate is 5, negative 1. Okay, looking at the diagram, it's 5, negative 1. Okay, let's get the F prime coordinates. Okay, so we're going to interchange. Okay, this becomes negative 1. This becomes 5. Reversing the signs now. Okay, reverse the signs. All right. The negative 1 becomes positive. The 5 becomes negative. There. Okay, let's proceed to G, point G. Our point G is 2, 3. From the diagram, it's 2, 3. All right. And then our G prime, okay, this becomes 3, 2 first. And then change the sign, they will become both negative. There. Okay, point H now. Our point H is 1, 2. And our H prime, okay, we interchange first. This becomes 2, 1, and then reversing the signs, they will become negatives. Yeah. Okay, let's plot our computed points. E prime is located at 3, negative 2. So 3, negative 2 is right here. There. Our F prime is 1, negative 5. So 1, negative 5 is down here. And then G prime is -3, -2 at the third quadrant. -3, -2. That must be this point. And then H prime also in the third quadrant. -2, -1. There. Okay. The 4 red points are there. We will now connect them. Okay. There. And then going there. And then going there and close. Okay, that's it. All right, let's do a little adjustment so that it's in the right uh, corner points there. Okay, that looks close enough. And that should be our answer. And we can verify that by the computer, okay? So we can verify that by the computer. There, all right. Our answer matches the computer's answer. All right, there. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So that's it. We have 10 examples. I hope you were able to learn how to do a transformation by reflection. And next time we will do the rotation. All right, so this will be all for now. And bye-bye.